Through the dedicated work of my detectives, we have identified 3 suspects in the Joshua Brown murder. Jacarius Mitchell, black male, 20 years of age. Michael Mitchell, black male, 32 years of age. Thaddeus Green, black male, 22 years of age. According to suspect Jacarius Mitchell, all 3 suspects came from Alexandria, Louisiana, to purchase drugs from Joshua Brown. Thaddeus Green was the facilitator. He's the one that contacted Joshua Brown. As they drove to the offense location, Thaddeus Green gets out of the vehicle, has a conversation with Joshua Brown, which escalates into physical altercations, at which time Jacarius Mitchell gets out of the vehicle and he states that Joshua Brown orders him back into the vehicle and shoots him in the chest. As he's laying in the vehicle, he hears 2 more gunshots. He says that Thaddeus Green shot Joshua Brown 2 times. According to the autopsy report, Joshua Brown was shot 2 times in his lower body. One was a through and through, and the other entered his body just below the spine, traveled upward, damaging vital organs. Thaddeus Green also took the backpack that Joshua Brown had, as well as the gun that Joshua Brown had. Michael Mitchell was the driver. He dropped Thaddeus Green off at an unknown location, and he took Jacarius Mitchell to Promise Hospital to receive treatment. He was later transported to Parkland Hospital, where he is currently in police custody. We will execute a warrant for capital murder on him today. We also received numerous tips as it related to the killing of Mr. Brown, and in that we executed a search warrant at Mr. Brown's apartment, where we confiscated 12 pounds of marijuana, 143 grams of THC cartridges, and $4,000 in cash. We have also issued capital murder warrants for the other 2 suspects, Michael Mitchell and Thaddeus Green. I want to assure the citizens of Dallas that we will continue to be transparent, and we will provide updates as they materialize concerning this case.
Let me turn the air conditioner off. Was that the craziest shit you ever heard, or what? They actually arrested 3 young men for murdering this guy. And let me say first that the truth, unfortunately, really is stranger than fiction. Some of the best storytellers on this planet, bro. How the fuck do you make that up? He was the weed man all this time. I had a friend of mine who put that, he took the shirt, the Dragon Ball Z shirt, and he was wearing it to like pay homage to the guy, like as if he was another Trayvon. Now, and I kind of sort of was like, I wouldn't have done that shit. But I mean, you know, sometimes when people do stuff, you let them do their thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people, I guess I ain't gonna say the word grieve, but people deal with these stories their own type of way. And even I jumped the gun and I concluded that the cops killed this dude. I mean, everything pointed to the Dallas Police Department. And I owe all of my YouTube brothers a lot of apology, especially Walter Hampton and a couple of other y'all who was like, he's like, and I was watching Walter's video, and he was like, man, I don't think the police killed this guy. He said, you know, if the cops wanted to silence him, they would have silenced him before the trial. My rebuttal to Walter was, I said, well, at the end of the day, it's like the mafia. At the end of the day, you know, you can't just kill every witness that's about to testify against the cops, because that it makes it too blatant. But this is one of those stories that is so fucking crazy. It comes out of central casting, dude. How in the fuck you write this plot twist that this guy just got off the stand, man, from testifying against a heated, televised, murder trial, end up being, killed in a damn drug deal. I mean, it puts a black eye on everything that the case was really all about. I mean, it's a hurtful narrative, man, to with, you know, what we're fighting for out here, as far as, you know, like trying to get legislation passed with police brutality and this Amber Geiger bullshit and the fucking whole Botham Jean family. You know, this is just a really weird case, bro, and it's really hard. And I just think that I actually understand firsthand, as a grown man, what it means when all the other black YouTubers always say, don't jump to conclusions when somebody black get killed, because it ain't really, you know, like what you think it is. Always take your time. And I just, it's eggs all on my face, and I gotta take that shit like a man. And I don't, you know, I'm not gonna squelch from it. I'm not gonna run from it. I mean, I got a whole YouTube channel for that reason. That I want y'all to know that even though I may say shit a lot of black folks don't like, I'm not a bitch ass nigga that's gonna run and be like, oh well, I'm not gonna take my apology back because I thought this, that, and the other. No, I was wrong. I owe a lot of people a lot of apology, and I'm just so sad for this dude's daughter, man. What the fuck was that dude thinking? I think he has one kid with a girl or whatever, and, you know, 12 pounds of weed, bro, that's a lot of weight. I just watched a neighbor of mine get executed 3 weeks ago, and they found all the suspects. The cops ain't fucking dumb, bro. I hate when people, you know, do that type of shit and really think that they can like tightrope style. They can do this shit and think that the police can't figure out what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that at all. So my heart is hurting because, you know, a lot of us, you know, black men, we watched that trial, man, with bated breath. And the moment that she was found guilty, up until the guy was assassinated, we was like, well, damn, man, the cops killed this guy, because Joshua Brown was actually set to testify again against the Dallas police again. So this would have been basically the weed man, you know what I'm saying, not pointing his fingers at the cops. And that's just a really fucked up narrative, man. My whole attitude about this, bruh, is you don't put yourself in a position to play, you know, to play with fire, bro. You really don't. And unfortunately, you know, now this case done got worse because it puts a completely crazy ass narrative out there that can be spent all kind of ways, man. I just don't like this shit at all, guys. In my opinion, that's it. I mean, I don't really have an opinion. I mean, all I can say, I'm sorry I got the story wrong, basically. But it's a sad story at the most, and it's just one of them things where, you know, I don't know what the next trial is going to be, what the next sensational murder going to be, the next, you know, unfortunate cop victim is going to be, but I'm staying away from that shit, because now it's to the point where every black case that's come out in the last 2 to 3 months all been bullshit. And I think I'm going to use my content on some other shit now, and I'm going to stay away from these cop stories, bro, unless it's some cut and dry murder type of shit. But outside of that, no, bro. I can't, you know, I can't rock with these stories no more, bro. Because too many of us have credibility, you know, that's on the line, and it, you know, when the story flip flops and you jump the gun and you give out, you know, some kind of narrative on something you don't really know too much about, you end up getting eggs in your face, like this stupid ass situation, bro. 1 dead black dude and 3 going to jail. 20 years old. Drove from my home state of Louisiana to go buy some damn weed. Got into an argument, got emotional, and you killed the fucking a father. Now, mind you, all of these dudes had dirty hands from the get-go. So, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where this man was a grown man. He put himself in the game, and unfortunately, this is just how the outcome is going to be. So, you know what I'm saying? It's sad, you know, that this dude, you know, his testimony helped nail this woman, but, you know, his lifestyle sealed his fate, I guess. I'm out of here, y'all. Hit like, share, and subscribe. I'm gone. Also, hit the alert bell if you're going to subscribe. Go to theopinionjunkie.com. I'm out of here.